we are having to move from the Oregon coast over to eastern Washington to help our friends Red, White, and Bethune with their van build. So we are on a little road trip, and we have left the beautiful town of Astoria and headed down the Columbia River area.
We have a couple of days to get there, so we decided to stop off at some harvest hosts. Last night we stayed at the Columbia River Gorge Discovery Center and Museum, and today
we're gonna go explore it.
This is their 25th anniversary. Normally they charge a $10 admission.
Oh yes.
But today it's actually free.
We got good luck.
So we have Jen and Molly tagging along with us to check this place out. Kyle and the boys are staying back at the bus to do some
stuff.
Some
boy
work.
Stuff.
Yeah, they're probably sleeping in. All right, guys, let's check this place out. So this place has a lot of natural history exhibits. They have movies, fossils. They have scavenger hunt for the kids. Molly's back here trying to look for a marmot. Haven't found it yet, though. You think it's in this cave? Yeah? Molly's going in this cave.
Yeah.
See if she can't find a marmot.
I found it.
Did you? Oh, yeah, you did. There he is. This guy right here is the Columbian mammoth. This fella used to just walk around here and do whatever it wants, because when you're that big, that's what you do. You just mammoth. I'm assuming that's what mammoths did. I don't know.
So they actually have lots of works of art and tools that the indigenous people of this area would have used, and it's really, really impressive. The thing I think I'm most impressed by is they have items with beadwork on it, and they are absolutely gorgeous.
They have a really stunning exhibit on baskets and the other various things that the indigenous peoples made, and I'm telling you, there's just to think about how they wove these from what they found and what they collected in nature. These things are so beautiful.
So they also have a display here that talks about the Lewis and Clark expedition. After the Louisiana Purchase, we sent Lewis and Clark out with an expedition of several men to explore the West and basically see what was out here and what kind of resources. Can you imagine coming out here when we knew absolutely nothing about the area and what was going on? Very crazy. And so the Columbia River was an area that they largely explored, including in Astoria, where we previously were. They kind of went there and came up the Columbia River, so they explored this entire area here along the Columbia River Gorge as well.
So I may be dating myself here, but I hope you guys remember the game Oregon Trail. There's actually a character named Jed in there. He was a banker. He always died of dysentery. I don't know what that deal was. We're in the section now of the museum where the settlers started to really come in and kind of create communities, and the town here in Wasco. I think it's Wasco. They did an amazing job. They've recreated buildings inside. They have like old stoves and carriages and stuff. I'm super impressed. Well done. This place is easy to spend the entire day in. The room I'm in now currently has this giant dugout canoe, typical of what the indigenous people and some of the settlers would use to get out there on the water, hunt, fish, or what have you. There's also indigenous peoples represented today, showing off kind of the old ways of how they used to do things, and a lot of times they still do it that way today. It's really fascinating. And unfortunately, we're not going to make this, but they actually have a live raptor presentation, so a bunch of owls and eagles, I guess, flying around. That'd be pretty cool to see. So they have this beautiful little trail that goes around the museum itself, and you can see the Columbia River. Weather has been super nice today. It was really cold on the coast, so this is a really, really welcome change.
The museum was absolutely amazing, very, very cool place, but now it's time to hit the road again, and we are hoping to make a stop in the Dalles and visit something that we actually learned about yesterday, kind of spontaneously. There is a neon museum, so we're gonna go see if we can check it out.
So we've made our way to the Old Elks Temple, which houses the famed National Neon Museum, and guess what? It's closed. So their sign says Saturday 10 to 5. It is Saturday. It is between the hours of 10 and 5, and it's closed. But when life gives you lemons, you make donuts.
Let's go get some donuts.
And more edible, which is a bakery. So let's go check it out.
So we stopped at this cute little panaderia, which is basically a Mexican, Spanish style bakery. Is it Spanish or is it just Mexican style?
I'm not sure. If you know, let us know in the comments
if you do
below.
know, like, I'm not sure if it's like more like from Mexican culture or if it's from Spanish culture as well. They have all kinds of delicious sweet treats. So I got this big old cookie here. It's supposed to be kind of like a shortbreadish, but it's like kind of a mixture of like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. So kind of, I think, like Neapolitan style. Kind of a crunchy cookie, so not chewy, but that part tastes good. It all tastes the same. So I think it's just colored different colors, but it's a really good cookie. And Jed, hold on.
Here, let me just hop in here real quick. There we go.
I'm gonna feed him. So he got this raspberry cream cheese thing that actually looks really delicious.
Why are you?
I'm feeding you.
That's not this kind of channel.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Super flaky. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That's delicious.
Good. So if you come here and the Neon Museum is closed, make sure you go to the bakery.
So Kyle apparently found out some information. He called the hotline of the Neon Museum.
The National Neon.
The National Museum hotline.
I got connections in high places, you know. Yeah, I think they're only open for appointment or reservations only. We didn't know that, of course. I don't know why they would be open for that, but whatever. We got a little bit of sweet treats, so it's good anyway.
Yeah, it's all good. It is such a beautiful morning. Last night we pulled into Montescarlatto, which was our harvest host for the night. It's a winery. We went up to their 10th hole tasting room and sampled some of their wines. Got a couple of bottles. The wine here is phenomenal. You know how when you have a wine tasting and you have, however many wines that you get served, you're gonna like some of them and you're not gonna like some of them. In our case, we typically don't like more than we like, but all of these wines were truly exceptional. So we definitely had to pick some up here. Now here they actually have really nice spaces for their RV guests. So it looks like they have water and sewer. You do have to pay an extra fee, but depending on if you need it, we didn't need it, so we didn't use it, but this place is absolutely beautiful. So if you're through this area, even if you're not spending the night, I think it's definitely a must stop, especially if you're a wine drinker, because I think that this place will just truly blow your mind. And I almost forgot to mention, they do have a small 10-hole golf course that you can play. Some storms ran through last night, and that's one of the reasons why we ended up not filming or really talking about it outside last night. And we were enjoying the wine, I'm not gonna lie. We met with the owner last night, and he said no one has ever parred this 10-hole golf course. I think the best anyone's ever done was 2 over. So if you like wine and you want to challenge the course, then hey, I say go for it. Correction, there's only 9 holes of golf. 9. The 10th hole is the tasting room. So how you feeling this morning?
I'm awake. So we went up there with the anticipation of only trying a tasting and several bottles of wine later. It was amazing though. It's some of the best wine that I've had in a very, very, very long time. So I don't regret a minute. Somebody says morning. Yeah. So we have made it just a little bit north of Spokane, Washington, and we are staying at another harvest host tonight. So this is Hidden Acre Farms, and it is a really beautiful farm.
Yeah, we're parked out next to the apple trees. It's really pretty. They're actually flowering right now, and they're absolutely beautiful.
Are they apples or cherry trees? I don't know what they are. We don't know what they are. We're not very good at this.
They're apples. Those I think those are the cherry trees.
They also have a little store here on site called the Jam Store. Of course, they sell some jams there. They have duck eggs, chicken eggs. Right now they have morel mushrooms that are kind of growing out in the fields and that they have available.
And they have pies.
Pies. Apparently
a ton of pies.
The pies are supposed to be really, really, really good. And then they've got all kinds of little trinkets and little decorative things that you can buy. Lots of lavender type stuff. So lots of cool things to buy. We picked up a few things for ourselves. We got us a little, I think it's a cherry hand pie. So we'll be able to try their pie. And then we got us some cheese and some salami and a couple caramels.
Because we like caramels.
We like that stuff.
Also forgot to mention that if you have kids, they also have a little playground, which is pretty cool. Let them out there so that they can blow off some steam. We've made it to our final destination. We are in northeastern Washington at a campground with Red, White, and Bethune because we're helping them build out their van. I'm just dumbfounded. Look at this rainbow. I don't want to beat around the bush anymore. Look at this rainbow. This is probably one of the brightest rainbows I have ever seen. So even after the long days on the road, and we did have some fun along the way, but we get here and we see this gorgeous, gorgeous rainbow. We will be bringing you updates with the van build as we help them along, and I'm really curious to see how it turns out. So if you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'm sorry that Sandy's not here right now to say this, but stay wonderful.
Call it a day.